What's happening, guys? It's your boy. So I'm in my tiny house right now. That's where this is. If you went to enhanced reality, you'd have seen a little bit of. I'm starting the lattice. Got some trim work going around the windows, but I'm here to tell you what I have planned for the Russell Hantz show while I'm not traveling. I want to do a series on different survivors and the move that they make. In other words, like Eric, I'm uploading right now for enhanced reality, but I'm going to do some on here as well. That one's not going to be monetized because I'm using a lot of footage from CBS. They allow me to use a certain amount of time, but it's not monetized anyway. So I'm going to break down that entire problem with Eric and what happened, how they consider that the dumbest move in Survivor history, things like that. I want to break down, I know sometimes I just start talking in random sentences, but I think that I'm one of the greatest strategic minds to ever play the game. That's my opinion. Don't go crazy, please. Comment section. I just think that I think so deeply when I do play that my job is to figure out what my best move is, right? Now, that's why I say it's good to watch this channel, because the big problem in Survivor is making that wrong move. You make that wrong move, it's over. It's done. So, the way I'm thinking if I ever play this game again is start thinking, man, it is hot in here, I apologize for that. I just want to start thinking, what is their best move? Like their legitimate best move when it involves me. So I would think, okay, what's the best move of this person? What's the best move? And it helps me too. So I try to go to them with their best move in the game. So I kind of want to do a series on people when they make bad moves and then when they make good moves. Like, for instance, Fishback, when he got voted off and he was able to use two different names, right? And he split the names up instead of both on Abby or both on Joe. Like, I need to watch more of that and break that down in my head. And I know Fishback, I don't edit, but sometimes I mess up. But I just like to, sometimes I edit, but most of the time I don't like to edit. But Fishback, I wonder what he thinks about that move. And I need to see more about it. But ultimately, he goes home. So I just want to break down a few survivors and the moves that they've made. The James move with him not playing the two idols. Yes, it's a dumb move. I heard some things about that move from Courtney. She was like, he didn't even have the idols. It didn't even matter. Like, weird things that you haven't heard, and then James just deals with it. Like, yeah, I had the two idols in my pocket. They made some sort of deal or something outside the realm of television that we don't see. But besides that, I don't think I'm going to get into the James move, only because I don't know exactly what happened. But I know that not Amanda. Courtney told me that he didn't even have those two idols. That he promised that somebody else had it, or so I don't even think he had them in his pocket at the time. But that's maybe I'll get into that, but I would have to talk to James about what really happened that day. A lot of things happen on Survivor that when you watch it, you like, wow. But there's way more to it, way more to the story. If you see the Parvati move, when Parvati uses two idols, she was only using one idol that day. Why would she's too smart to use two idols? Right? She should know exactly who that they're voting for. Well, when they shut us down, they said, shut it down. No more talking. That's it. We couldn't talk no more. Well, I watched Amanda go to every single person. Amanda was completely in charge of the Heroes Tribe. I watched her go to every single person, and I watched her mouth move. Jerry. And Sandra was who we were giving the idol to. That's before we shut it down. It was Sandra. Sandra, give Sandra the idol. That's why she gives Sandra the idol first. Now, I was so concerned because I only thought she had one idol. I was so concerned that she was going to give the idol to Sandra. And they were going to vote. And we needed Sandra at that point. And they were going to vote for Jerry. I watched them, all of them, talk. Changed the vote when they said, shut it down. Everybody shut it down. They changed the vote from Sandra to Jerry. Everybody, I was like watching everyone's mouth. Jerry, 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 Jerry. So I knew the vote was getting changed. So I went to Parvati and I said, Parvati, it's Jerry. Russell, stop. Shut it down. Excuse me. I want you to watch me all shiny. Stop. Shut it down. And I'm like, constantly. This is the only time that I disobeyed the rules. I kept looking at her and saying, Parvati, it's Jerry. It's Jerry. Now, remember, I think she only has one idol. So I go to production and I say, if she says she wants to give the idol to Sandra, can I stand up and stop it? And then they said, yes, you can. But it happened so fast I didn't have to. If it would have proceeded and Sandra would have been the only one with the idol, I would have stood up before Jeff said anything and said, Sandra, give that idol to Jerry. Because it's Jerry that's getting voted out tonight, not you. It would have made me look like a genius, but it didn't happen that way. I knew Jerry was the vote that night. But Parvati did not know that Jerry was the vote. She was so confused. And some people say this is the greatest move in the history of the game. We'll go over this move, like I said, picture in picture. And I'll probably tell you all this again. Some people say greatest move in the history of the game. She didn't even know what was happening. The only reason she used two idols because she was confused. Because I kept telling her, it's going to be Jerry. It's going to be Jerry. But before the vote, we were like, let's give the idol to Sandra. Believe that? I was willing to give an idol to Sandra. It's all about getting further in the game. And at that point, I knew Sandra, as long as it's not me, would be on my side. Because her ploy never worked for her to get rid of Russell. So I think that she changed it at the end to where, well, they ain't going to get rid of him, so I might as well work with it. Which is a good play. So, I know I'm going off on a tangent here with that move, but that's the type of things that I want to talk about. Different moves. Some of the moves I may not even been there. just watched it on TV. And that's where, because I wasn't there, it's hard for me to really understand the move. Now, the Eric move, Eric was played by 4 of the greatest minds to ever play the game. Top 10 of the greatest minds to ever play the game. Natalie, I don't know how Natalie hasn't played this game again, but she's won. Amanda, Parvati, Sari, working on this child. So that's the next video that I'm going to do. Like I said, I want to do these moves as they're happening. Probably not going to get monetized because I'm going to use a lot of CBS's footage. I don't care. I'm going to use the footage. You're going to see me in the corner talking, pressing pause, talking about the moves. So I hope you enjoy that type of series. And that's what's happening. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that for a little while. May do a video here and there. May go live here and there. You never know what I do. Sometimes the things I do, I wake up the next day and say, why did I do that? But I think that's most of us in not even America, the world. So, signing out from my hot ass tiny house. One day I'll finish this, and you're gonna see the glory one day. I'll finish it all. And Fishback, yes, that was a bad move. That's all I got for you guys. Until next time. Stay tuned. I'm not done with Survivor content on the Russell Hant Show. I plan on doing more and more. But when it's time for me to travel, I want to go to Vietnam next. Then I'm going to travel. And we'll see some of that. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's fine. But don't unsubscribe. Just don't watch it. I'm coming. I'll be back. That's all I got. Keep hope alive.